Hello, and welcome back to Panzer Corps Gold and playing hardball in the Second World War. We're still fighting on the Eastern Front. It is August in 1943. The Panther-Wotan line stands strong, the shield of Europe. The Dnieper here, the line of the Dnieper, is holding strong, except for some Soviet flags still flying around Zaporozhye, but that is just our ruse, because our grand flank attack worked out pretty nicely. We have annihilated all Soviet forces around here, like all their attack groups. They had 4 attack groups. They are all annihilated, and now there are just some remnants around the town of Kurilivka, which we shall destroy today if everything goes well. And then there seems to be just one attack group left up here, some reserves. Unbeknownst of our forces, they are just waiting there for some orders or something, and it appears that we have successfully interrupted the Soviet communication lines. Like maybe there's something else going on up here, but it kind of doesn't look like it. We shall find out today. So let's see what we can do here. And by the way, the Soviets planes fled. Like there is, yeah, we are missing one. So there was here the Petliakov, the tactical bomber, and this here, that's the older model, the Yak-7, but there was the better one. Oh, let's hope that it didn't get fly away and get away and alarms the forces. But well, we can retreat back behind the Dnieper rather quickly here anyway. Well, let's start over here. So our 21 centimeter heavy artillery shall pound the guards. We saw that they got some reinforcements, which means that now their ranks are filled with green boys. That was not such a good shot, but they're completely suppressed now. Then, yeah, this Tiger rolls over the remaining 122 millimeter heavy artillery there. Our Gebirgsjäger here, that got a nasty hit from this Katyusha there. Take over the town of Kurilivka. We are at 20,400 prestige points again. Yeah, that's a problem now. Yeah, I wanted to use the Wurfram to destroy this one here. Let's firstly get rid of this plane there. We're using our Focke-Wulf over here. Down the Petliakov, very good. Our recon, our Sonderkraftfahrzeug 232 8-Rad, takes over the town of Ivanivka. What is it? Yeah, Ivanivka. So now our formal challenge has been fulfilled, at least next turn. Then we will find out if we gain more loot. And by the way, let's recall, we looted a brand new T-34-41, the older model, worth a battalion of tanks over here. We shall gift them to some of our friends here. Maybe the Bulgarians or the Romanians, depending on who's nicer these days. Or maybe the Finns. They could also use some T-34s, I guess. Yeah, how do we do this now? Let's firstly attack with our Gebirgsjäger. Come on, you can also... No. Crap. Oh god. Wait a second. There's some disturbance in the real world. What is this? Sorry, I am back. So, and now that interrupted my whole thought process. So what did just happen? Yeah, the guards got away. Ugh. But... Oh, that's bad. Ugh. I wanted to shoot this one here and then drive the Tiger over there. We need the Tiger over there. We could also... Yeah, but we also need our recon over here. Because we want to make them surrender there. What shall we do? Yeah, crap. And we don't want this guy here to operate around... okay, no, let's do it like this. Yeah, the recon, you drive here, you attack the Katyusha, that should, yeah, they should not have any chance. Oh, and we gained the Iron Cross first class for this attack, very nice. This is our attack +2 hero, so Iron Cross first class. Oh, we killed quite a lot, by the way. What? 30 infantry units? 11 tanks? Wow. I wasn't aware that this was such a... What was here? What's going on here? What? Really? Like, how do I do this? Statistics. Is it Alt-S or something? No. Let me just check this. Library. The hotkeys. Isn't there something here? The... casualties. C. Oh. Well, these statistics here, actually I should make it a habit to kind of look at this statistic here after each mission, huh? So we sank one carrier here, so that's pretty nice. I like sinking the ships, actually. But of course, like, the British Empire alone has many more, so it's not very relevant there. Like, I believe the British Empire had like 126 ships alone, right? Like, of bigger ones, at least, like destroyer and upwards. Well, that's quite a lot. But I mean, this campaign has gone on for a while, right? So, anyway, the Katyusha is gone. Then let's do it like this. Yeah, we have to get rid of them now. So, you go away. There. Then the Tiger can drive here. Driving into the unknown is usually a bad idea, but we had checked out everything and I don't think that anyone appears out of thin air. Okay, then like this, and then you guys drive there. Yeah, that wasn't so good. You guys drive here. So, and now here. That wasn't as optimal as I had hoped, but that's just how it is. Let's see. So, I have an idea. I think we can immediately start the attack. And what we can do and should do... You, Tiger, you are here. Let's firstly make sure... No, sorry. Let's firstly... down this plane here. The Yak 7, that's the older one. Only 8 initiative and 13 air attack. Only 4. And then with flanking planes, this here is our attack Focke-Wulf. Our slightly unpleasant Waldner Nowotny there. Yeah, you can just kill them. So, we are still looking for someone. So now our elephant can actually protect our flank just in case something else is going on over there. Let's drive straight ahead. Aha, okay. Because we need some units here on this side of this little smaller river Samara. Yeah, let's use the T-34 here, our new loot. Looking around. Okay, no, I don't think there's anything going on there. Okay. Then let's look. You, Panther, can drive there. You guys can go here and you go there. Aha. Then, this means, like, you guys, this Tiger drives here. We've got some guards. Then you, Tiger, you drive here. Now we control... Aha, they've got a Su, 122 there. And the nasty BA-10 Recon. That is so much tougher than it looks. Yeah, the Panther is driving there. Oh, and oh god, and they are out of fuel, huh? That's not so good. This Tiger, you need fuel desperately, as always. The thirsty tigers. This Tiger goes here. Then we're controlling this area. This Tiger drives here. So, and now they should... Oh, we've got another T-34-43 guards. Su-85 anti-tank gun. There was another one here of that sort. Okay. Aha. Ah, we've got the spark. Yep. Okay. So I think we can really expect that every Soviet attack group will always have at least one spark with them. The nasty anti-air tank. Or tankette, whatever. Although it looks very much like the T-70 chassis there. And I think several dozens of episodes ago, we had looked into the Spark some more, right? But I forgot about it. But I think it looks very much like the T-70 here. Yeah, oops, sorry. Oh yeah, it doesn't want me to do this. Okay. Yeah, it looks very much like it. So, and I think they just use it. But in reality, the Soviets really didn't use the Spark so much. They only had a handful of those vehicles even until 1945, if I remember correctly. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Comment section will use, but I think I'm correct there. So the game is not very accurate here. Yeah, but maybe due to our successes, the timeline has been changed already anyway, at least in certain aspects. And maybe the Soviets understood that it's actually quite useful to have such a unit around. But in reality, they mostly relied on the regular flak. Yeah. And had really lots of it. Thousands of barrels of those things. So, we are controlling this attack group. I mean, they can easily break through here within 2 turns, but it's enough to hold them for the moment. I've got an idea. So, and what we want to do is we have our Sus, which are rather resistant to artillery fire. You guys are there. So you can imagine what I'm planning now, right? Let's drive up like so. Our Hummel takes this hill, and from here we have a good view, and we are shooting at this T-70 there. That was like, I would rather suppress them. Okay. Oh, yeah. And now our Sus shoot at the monster Su 152 over here. That is, we recall, the very tough and very nasty anti-tank artillery hybrid. And I would love to have one of those. I would immediately exchange it for one of our regular Sus, although I really like these as well, because they are so quick and... Although, no way, maybe I wouldn't exchange them, but I would like one of them, yeah? Like maybe instead of our Hummel. Yeah, it's 12.8, and we have 12.9, yeah. But it's just so tough. Yeah. But it only has 4 ammo. That's the disadvantage. Like 5 ammo is really good. Okay then, so. And now we are firing at this. Guys, suppress. You don't need to kill. We want to take this one prisoner later on. Suppress, please. Oh no, come on. Why are you failing again? Ugh. Oh well. Let's hope it's enough, but it should be. So. And now our Panther, our new Panther, will attack the T-70 here. Everything else, yeah, we couldn't get our artillery into position yet. But then standing here on the hill, which is of course not the best tank area, but with 2 defending Sus, we should be quite fine. Yeah, okay. Don't destroy... Oh, why? But well, 1 surrenders and we get glorious 4 prestige points. So... And I think we are not attacking here. Like with 2 defenders there, I have a bad feeling. Like I always have a bad feeling about this BA. Something is wrong with it. It's a contraption of the devil, I think. You guys go here. Take the hill, you guys go here into the town, and you stay there. And then our long legs, you go here to be more flexible. So, and that's our setup now. So we are controlling them. Someone could actually attack the Panther, but we have the 2 defenders here, so it should be fine. Like the worst that could happen is if the Su drives forward, but I would think that they are probably not do it because they don't want the artillery in the frontal row, in the first line. So and they, by the way, they can't see our Hummel and our flak here, unless there is a plane flying in, yeah. But, well, we can't see the other one that got away. So let's hope that they didn't warn the Soviets what's going on here. But our little counteroffensive is coming to an end anyway. So... Now let's drive this guy there. This is our range Stuk. Okay. Our range Brummbär. Yeah, and by the way, this guy here we should rather get more and fresh ammo. You guys, you are here. Let's have our grenadiers there. So I don't think that anything is here, but instead, in case someone gets on the river here, then we have some firepower to push them back. Yeah, to keep them in this little pocket here. Although it's not really a pocket. Like, it's more of a salient now. Now let's drive you guys here. And this Brummbär goes here, so we have the road to get over the river. Yeah. Sorry, it looked a bit weird. But these are our barrels, and these are the shadows. But what's this? There's also a line there. I know, sorry. I'm just confused. So this is, of course, our hex field here. There. Okay, so our Panzer 3, okay, can only go here. This recon, yeah, it was a bad time to run out of fuel, but it's fine. Next turn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Yeah, I think we will take quite some prisoners there. This will be good. Let's not stay on the river. We don't know what's going on here. Although maybe... No, you guys are actually going here. And we are staying out of sight from this guy. However, and our flag goes there. We don't know what's happening. One plane is missing, and maybe... Yeah, let's bring our planes into defensive positions here. There. Because there's still one plane, or like the survivors of one plane are on the loose. Not sure where they went though. Like maybe they are here. Yeah, they wouldn't fly here, I guess. Maybe they are here. Wouldn't make too much sense though. I think they flew away to warn the Soviets of our counteroffensive. But now they know. I guess these guys are quite sweating right now because there are so many tigers around. This plane. So here, even if there are spark drives here, 1, 2, so we are safe here. Let's go here. Oh no, they could actually drive here and then 1, 2, so we don't want that. So we have to stay here with one plane. You guys have only 37 fuel. You have 59, so you are a defensive plane. They could be here, so let's stay here and let's be here. Let's have one plane here. With the spark around, our planes are not attacking yet. So I'm not certain if the spark could actually... Like, if they can use this tile here, but we're going to find out. But if they can just drive past us, then this infantry will still stop them. So they can't get away. Yeah, they can't get around and flank us or something. I'm certain of that, but it depends. If they can use this tile here, then they can drive around this tiger. So we are not attacking them, because we don't want to risk any casualties. But next turn will be especially good, I think. You guys have only 23 fuel. So you fly here and you guys have 37. Yeah, let's rather get some fuel. I think we are good with our defense here. So, and I don't want our flak here. Like this would be a better position to defend all of them, of course. But then we would be directly 1, 2, 3 inside. Because this guy can see us here. 3 range here, the BA. So let's stay back here. They can only see the Sus, and I don't think that they are wasting ammo on them. As they only have 1 shot. Or like 2 shots. I don't think so. They're not doing it. And then you guys. Let's be here. Out of sight. And then if planes fly in also, then we have 2 flags here that are more or less flexible. So, and I think that's it. Like, this wasn't so ideal. I wanted these guys, or this one here, could have been already here to help us. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, crap. That ruined the plan. Our failing Gebirgsjäger here. Unbelievable. You guys have 81 fuel. You have 84. You have 84. You have 78. Oh, and you have only 28, so you are flying here as well. The others can just stay in the ready area. We can reach everything from here, and we are staying back, so no plane can actually threaten us. You guys get new ammo and fuel, and yeah, you all did a nice job, except for these Gebirgsjäger. Bruno, you got the guys killed on the river, and now you failed to mess up the guards. That's not so good. We have to see some improvement there. So, that's our situation. So we are not going to attack any further, ending the turn. I think everybody is in position, right? Grand map. We can't see the remaining Soviet plane. I think they flew away, probably, and warned them, which is not good. But I think we have 1, or let's say 2 more turns or so before we have to retreat behind the Dnieper, and then we shall wreak some havoc here and take more prisoners, ending the turn. And ahem, ladies and gentlemen, we are not farming prestige. Like, oh, well, there's a lot of movement here. Why would you say such a thing, right? Like, we are battling the Soviets and we are taking prisoners here. That's our main objective. Aha. So, okay, no, we didn't get any loot here. Okay, then we can confirm there is one T-3443 in this mission to be had, and that one is to be found at Pishanka. Oh, we've got a plane. Oh, Yak 7 flew in. Oh, well. Let's look at the big map. Yeah, okay. No, the other plane didn't arrive. So it appears that they flew back and alarmed them. And the Spark drove around. Okay. Oh, and you are not in range yet. Well. Yeah, but we are going to shift around the Tigers to contain them. But we can take some prisoners now, which will be good. Yeah, I think we are probably starting over here. Denying them visibility by destroying this guy. And we can actually even use our infantry here. And this Tiger, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, no, he's actually, this is our, it's just our attack +2 Tiger. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Not sure, but I can we actually drive there probably. No, we can actually. Oh, yeah, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, okay, this guy is not going to see any action, but still, we can contain them here. Yeah, and if we destroy the Spark, we can also use our Heinkel. So my idea is that we are probably and actually going to work from here into them. Yeah, I think that's probably better. We're just holding them here and then work around here. Yeah, maybe the elephant would be a good thing here to be had over there. Like, we only want our Tigers and Panthers in the front line, because then the enemy is not really attacking them. But here, my expectation was fulfilled, so they did not attack us here with 2 Sus in defensive stances. So it should be okay. Like, we could also, of course, make this guy surrender and then cut into their line by sending a Heinkel over here. This would also be a good thing. So if this guy can't fire at us. Yeah, but we'll see. I think a more controlled more controlled work on them will probably be better. Or these two here. But then we still have to neutralize the Sioux. It's 9. The good thing is that they all moved around. Now this guy still has 2 entrenchment there. Most of them moved around. Oh, and by the way, we've got another KV-85, the most modern one, over there. But it looks like they only have 1 spark. Oh yeah, here, this guy wanted to get to the plane. Yeah, this guy saw our plane. And now they sent the spark over there. Next turn they could go here and then shoot at us if we are not reacting. But we shall. So, and we are going to try and get as many POWs as possible, prisoners of war. Because we need them for our factories, right? We need workers, and that's actually legitimate to put prisoners of war to work. But I was actually thinking about this. And let's recall, while it is completely okay with the rules of war to put prisoners of war to work in factories or anything, or like in digging holes or trenches or so, the Nazis actually committed quite some crimes there because they did put prisoners of war to work, but more as slave workers. And worked them to death, actually. Like, I mean, you could also argue, okay, well, there were food shortages, and especially with the biological warfare that the United States committed on the German Reich, the Deutsches Reich, so Nazi Germany, with this potato bug, which is, by the way, even until today, a problem in Germany. So it's this yellow-black striped bug from North America, and it's threatening the potato harvest every year, which is why we have to use so many pesticides and other stuff, yeah, which is of course bad, also for food quality. But during the Second World War, there were actually even school classes that had to go to the fields and pick those bugs up, yeah, or beetles, yeah, like the potato beetles. Well, I mean, they didn't get the idea to maybe, make a nice new cuisine out of those bugs and just eat them for proteins. Insect proteins seem to be good, but they kind of didn't have that idea back then, I guess. But that means like food shortages also mean that there's not so much food for the POWs, of course. Yeah, but I think like from what I'm informed with is that there were deliberate programs that they wanted to work them to death. Yeah, at least sometimes. At least in some psychopathic military leaders or something. Yeah, which is of course a clear war crime, of course. So, but we keep a clean vest in our Corps, and we want to have the prisoners to work in proper factories, yeah, and they shall get sufficient food, yeah. They're not getting fat on that, of course, but sufficient so they don't starve or anything. So, and that concludes today's episode. Many thanks for watching. We can see this seems to be the last phase. We have 3 more turns, and I think, yeah, maybe we are doing 1 or 2 more or so. Like, we are not going to do this until turn 18 or so. But our counter-strike, like, now things are getting more dangerous if there are planes around. But let's see, like, maybe they are even staying passive or so. Problem is, can we actually reach them? No, we can't. This guy has 5 movement. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, crap. 6. No, sorry, 6. No, 5, huh? Do we have +1 movement? Oh yeah, here. That's good. Still out of range though. Yeah, but it's just an older yak. But we don't know, like, maybe there are more here in the dark where we don't know anything. But we shall see. So, many thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. we are nearing the end of this battle, and but I think the Eastern Front will continue, and the next missions will probably be harder, because we know the Dnieper operations, the Soviet Dnieper operations, were in the beginning very bloody for the Soviets, but they established many bridgeheads on the western side of the Dnieper, which were under constant and hard attack by the Nazi German forces and the Axis forces. But the Soviets just poured their people in, and this, of course, kept the Germans firstly from fortifying this line properly, which they didn't really do before. I mean, there was, against Adolf Hitler's orders, there were, of course, local commanders that did entrench and did build fortifications and stuff, but certainly not sufficient to withhold a proper offensive for a very long time or so. But yeah, I mean, they recognized correctly that the Dnieper was a very good line of defense, and actually the only one, because after this there was just flat country where the Soviet tanks could just roll through. So holding this line nearly at all cost made a lot of sense, of course, yeah. And like, I mean, we could have just waited it out and let them come through the through our choke points here with the bridges. But things are getting more dangerous, of course, like especially if the weather, like now it's September already, if the weather changes, and like if we think about the Dnieper freezing over or so, then the Soviets just can roll over. So then things will become very dangerous for the Axis forces. Yeah. So, but for now we shall take some more prisoners and destroy their equipment and maybe gain some time. We shall see. And what happens next, we shall see in the next episode. Many thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And if you did, there's a shiny little like button. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so never ever miss an episode again. Playing hardball. And as always, the comment section is all yours. You're heartily invited to share thoughts. See you next time. Bye-bye.